My bad. My bad, guys. Welcome. All right. Welcome to the earth signs, guys. My bad. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is what we're doing tonight, April 14th through the 20th. I forgot candles, ladies. I forgot candles right last minute. I had to run to the little store down the road and grab them, and then I didn't realize like how late I was going to be. And then I thought, well, heck, if I'm going to be late, I might as well go all out, right? So I made me some tea. So my apologies. Thank you for waiting for me. Earth signs, cosmic influence this week. I want to mention again, I mentioned it when we were muted, is going to be on the 20th, guys. The 20th, we have a very rare conjunction happening between Uranus and Taurus, and it is going to be happening in the sign, I'm sorry, Uranus and Jupiter happening in the sign of Taurus. It's a once every 12 years, so it's kind of rare, and it could definitely have something to do with your money and finances. But I think people forget that Venus is currently on the other side of the chart, and it will be impacting this conjunction in Taurus. So Venus, of course, is about money. We all know, we've been talking about it, but it's also about love. So keep that in mind also. All right, guys, I will put timestamps in. I know it's super messed up at the beginning. Again, I love y'all for being so patient with me. Timestamps will be provided after the live stream is over in the description box, along with all my PLR links. All right, I'm going to start with the collective reading first. Thank you, Diana. Michelle says, check out the description box. I love that. Thank you, Michelle. Miss Tina knew I was going to be late. But I made a little video, so at least we weren't like, it wasn't nothing to stare at. All right. I've been forgetting the candles for like the last 3 days, and today I was like, forget it. I'm just gonna go get them. All right, so collective reading. I am gonna start with the Heal Yourself reading cards. And let's timestamp, oh my goodness, 11 even. All right, so remember, we're going to be looking at masculine and feminine energies. Remember, everyone has masculine and feminine energies within themselves. Of course, depending on what type of spiritual awakening you're having, could depend on how this reading resonates for you. Thank you all for being so patient with me and waiting. All right, masculine energy first. We have take off your mask. That's interesting. It's number 11. I'm definitely giving off some twin vibes, but masculine energy is, you know what I think it is? I think they're learning that it's better for them to be honest and let people know they're not perfect than it is to try to portray this, perfection that they've been trying to portray. It's about authenticity, showing people who you really are, not using things to escape or cover up how you feel. That's another thing. It's like masculine energy, well, I mean, really all energies, but masculine energy specifically right now is having to, I feel like they're having to feel things. They're having to, most of the time, it's like masculine energy just wants to sweep the feelings under the rug, but there's no rug now. So it's like now, instead of being able to cover it up or do things that allow them to not feel certain things, it's like they're having to feel them regardless. All right, let's do feminine energy. I have the Courage card. I did see the Sexuality card. So, I mean, I don't think it's about your sexuality per se. I think it's more about when you look up the Sexuality card, it talks about like, are you attracted to your inner self? Like, does your inner self match the outer shell, right? It could also be like the person that you're in a relationship with. Are you attracted to, and again, not how they look, but who they are? The courage card is definitely giving me some separation vibes. It's like she's reaching out, but he has something he needs to go do. All right, let's look at the bridging energy. We have the healing card coming out. I do see sadness again. I feel like we've seen these side by side, back to back yesterday. And I want to say in the same general, I want to say it was bridging energy. So I do feel like we're going through some big transformation changes in our healing process. And I do think there is a lot of surrender and release. A lot of times when we feel those energies, it definitely could make us feel like we're grieving something. It's funny how we hold on to the things that are not really good for us, things, people, places, but we do it because that's all we know. I bought those candles and then I turn the fan on and the candles blow out. There's going to be a lesson there. All right, let's look at take off your mask. Something about showing people that you're not perfect and that it's okay. That the Scorpio, have mercy. Judgment comes out right away. It's almost okay, so it is judgment. So a lot of times with the judgment card, we get like hearing the calling. See how the angel's always blowing the trumpet in the judgment card. So we get that energy a lot, but I feel like for Divine Masculine right now, it's really about being judged. And they're at this point, I think, in their energy where they no longer care, right? That's how come they're able to take the mask off. Again, it's like they're understanding or noticing that it's better for them to be honest, be pure, show people what's really wrong, focus on the healing that's really needed, instead of trying to portray like they're Superman and nothing's wrong and they don't need any healing, right? I feel some codependency issues over here with courage. I do feel like you're being asked to implement at this time. I don't think it's necessarily because it has anything to do with calling. I think it's because the masculine is taking off the mask. We tend to see the masculine energy again like Superman, right? There's a song I have on my playlist. It says, "I can't be your Superman." And so that's this energy where it's like, it's almost like it's okay for them right now. So King of Wands also came out. King of Wands is about being confident in something, that they're doing. Like facing fear in the face is kind of what I just heard. And then we have the Nave of Chalices. So Nave of Chalices is like the Page of Cups. And remember, pages are students, so not at full potential here, but there's definitely, and I'm sorry, there's definitely some, what's the word I'm trying to think of here? Remorse. The books are sticking out to me. So it's like this page is trying to learn. They're trying to gain more wisdom, more knowledge. The moon stuck out to me in that picture. All right, let's look at the courage card. Ace of Swords, new clarity. You see something for the first time. Divine Feminine, you see something for the first time. It's not true. You've seen it before. You now have confirmation, clarity. You know that what you saw is true. And it is this energy where now that you know something is true, you're going to have even more courage to allow this masculine to do something on their own. See how she's reaching out to him, but he looks like he's fixing to go somewhere? We also have the Queen of Swords, boundaries, enforcing your boundaries. Um, you're going to be cautious here, Divine Feminine, because I know it's the sword energy, but tell me that that doesn't look like flames behind her. So it's like you almost need to be cautious and not allow someone else's fire to touch you, or someone else's flames to touch you, or like someone else could be dealing with something where everything around them seems like it's burning down, right? Like everything around them is breaking down. The facade is over, right? That's that new clarity, like not the knowing. But there's definitely this energy, like not enforcing boundaries, Queen of Swords, but not allowing, enforcing those boundaries so that you're not allowing whatever this energy is to touch you. And then we have the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is resting, healing. And it is that energy of blessing in disguise. So here's what I'm getting for Divine Feminine. It's definitely like this energy where you've done this work, you've done this healing. You've done so much healing that it's very important that you're cautious at this time. Queen of Swords is very cautious energy. It's because you don't, it's like you've worked too hard to build something. Most likely it's the foundation, the stability that you have now, right? Whether that's mentally or physically or emotionally, doesn't matter. And it's like, don't allow something to shake that foundation. And I think what it is the healing work that the masculine is doing, because you've done this work, you've been doing this work. I'm not saying you're finished, there's no such thing as healed, you're never going to be completely done. But there's definitely this energy like you've climbed some ladders here. Don't allow something to knock you down. All right, the healing card is the bridging energy. This is the spiritual lesson that you're both learning right now. I think it has something to do with, see how she's by herself in this picture? It has, in source, she has this energy, she has source energy in her hand. But it's like this energy of you have something to do, this masculine energy has something to do where they have to heal with them and source, and this feminine energy is healing with her and source, right? Like there's no other party involved or that needs to be involved in the healing process. Six of Swords. This is about being guided. It's funny because it's normally the card that says being guided to calmer waters, but notice there's no water. We have 10 of Cups, emotional contentment, and 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands, this is going to be triple goddess. I'm sorry. It's going to be the tarot of the sweet twilight. So it's the 8 of Wands where she falls down. And it says it's okay to fall down. And if you fall down, we don't stay down. We just get back up and we go again, right? There's definitely been, it seems like some 2 steps forward, maybe 1 step back here with this healing journey for both divine masculine and divine feminine. It's like there's been some sort of backsliding. Scorpio, the only major arcana to come out, Judgment card. It is the card that normally we say is about hearing the calling. I feel both this divine masculine and divine feminine understand they're having a spiritual awakening, maybe struggling to understand what they're supposed to do with it or what their purpose is. I feel like for the most part, divine masculine knows what their purpose is, but that Judgment card, definitely a little different. And I just want to point out, I flipped it over to the bottom, and we have the King of Cups in reverse. Let's see if there's any more, but that's probably going to be it. I've seen the Lovers in reverse. So King of Cups and the Lovers in reverse. King of Cups is my clue card for divine masculine. It is giving me more emotional healing, emotional stability. It really feels like that is what the goal is for divine masculine. All right, let's use the romance angels for head, heart, and higher self. So remember, when we're doing head, heart, higher self, we're looking at thoughts. Yes. Thoughts, feelings, and the current higher self lesson. I'm going to start with masculine energy first. We have wedding in the head space, playfulness in the heart space, and reconciliation. So this masculine could be thinking about marriage. They could be married. But I think it's more about commitment than it is marriage. Playfulness in the heart space. It says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. I'm not really necessarily sensing a message, but I mean, I could be wrong. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. That's higher self lesson. It is definitely giving me this energy of something's not finished. All right, let's do head, heart, higher self for divine feminine. All right, in the headspace, thoughts for divine feminine, heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings for each other. Religious factors in the heart space. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. I think it's going to be spiritual path. I'm definitely getting some unevenness here, imbalanced. I definitely feel like divine feminine, if I'm looking at some scales, you know how we look at those Libra scales? If I'm looking at scales here, I definitely feel like this divine masculine, I'm sorry, divine feminine was rising, was definitely ascending at a much faster rate than the divine masculine. And it does feel like there could be some catch up happening here, where this divine masculine is trying to catch up, but there's this energy of like pulling the feminine energies down. And that's definitely sticking out to me. Soulmate, it says, yes, this is your soulmate, is your higher self lesson. On the bottom, finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. All right, let's do messages. I've pulled out some old ones, not the OGs, but some different ones. So these message cards can be higher self messages. They can be 3D messages, 5D messages. They can be karmic messages. They can be twin flame messages. We got a runner chaser card. It says, in the end, loving yourself first always wins. I think we're done with the running and chasing. I feel like collectively, we've all learned it doesn't work. It's not helpful. And honestly, if you study twin flames and go back and, way back, you can actually see that this runner chaser like saga really just started in the more modern times, like before there was no such thing as runners and chasers. Like that wasn't a step or like a process in the specific spiritual awakening path. I think it's the more modern era is more where we get more of the expectations, and those expectations is what caused the runner chaser phase in this type of spiritual awakening journey. This relationship scares me, and sometimes you do too, comes out. These are all divine masculine 3D. So it's like they're learning that loving themselves first is the goal. They're learning to replenish their own cup. I feel like the spiritual aspect of the awakening process I mean, it's scary for everyone, right? We see shit, we hear shit, we're like, what the hell, right? Um, you ever seen someone have an awakening? Like you ever seen someone have an awakening and start to see the things? And here's something I want to say, because I feel like people don't understand this. When you're having an awakening and you're seeing the things, um, that's all internal. That's all internal. That's all your awakening. And I'm not saying that they're not there. I'm not saying those things that you're seeing or hearing or feeling aren't happening, but they're internal. And a little research will show you that. We all create our own reality, each of us. So it's like the fear that this masculine energy has when it comes to the spiritual aspects. And a lot of the time, I feel like these masculine energies feel like the universe is against them, or it's God. It's like they blame God. It's like, I see these scary things, or these things I don't understand, and God's doing it to me. No, God's not. You know what God is? God is unconditional love. That's it, in its purest form. That's it. God doesn't do that to you. You do that, right? Let's get one more. It's easier for me to be alone right now. I just want to mention the 2 red cards are runner cards. Look, Spirit even told us in the first one. Runner, red cards, chaser, yellow cards. All right, let's do 3 from Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine. It's okay to have different opinions. Let it go. I'm going to drop some. Name calling is unacceptable and hurtful. Letting go for now will allow time for me to learn about self-love. Super interesting right there. And the last 2 I feel are going to be some higher self messages, probably for both. So let's read it. It says, are you trying to be controlling? You can only control yourself. Be accountable and work on yourself. And this is the person you care so deeply about, the person that knows you the most. Speak carefully and with love. That's going to be important. But the controlling, let's talk about that a little bit, because I feel like that's coming over towards Divine Feminine energy. And that's going to be this energy where this masculine has something they have to go do, and you're trying to do it for them. I feel like I got yelled at about that all day today. Like, it's not our job. We did our healing job. They have to do their own job. All right, let's do the Magical Spirit Oracle for guidance to close out the collective. We have the Just Let Me Be, liberation, free spirit, wild and authentic. The word authentic is sticking out to me. Dark night of the soul, transformation, awakening, tower, big confirmation for the divine masculine. Be patient, it will come, the sun, manifestation, power. And it says her. Number 11. On the bottom, the alchemist. Oh, I don't break that easy. Not anymore. Instead, I use things as fuel. That's what happened to me today. Empowerment, pain, sorceress. All right. I hope that was helpful. I'm going to clean up really quickly, guys, and then we're going to start with Taurus. Really interested in the Taurus reading this week. Yeah, 11 again. Lots of 11s, right? 11, 11's 11. Are you guys seeing 11, 11 a lot today? 333 was big for me today. Oh, wow, that's super, super interesting. Oh, y'all, I forgot that it's looping. Hold on, let me turn it off. All right, so I'm going to do Black Moon astrology. Again, this eclipse energy is still here, still very powerful. Remember, eclipse energy is where your life just takes a drastic redirection, right? And it's also where things are brought to light, and not just anything, right? Because it's usually pretty powerful things. And it's Aries energy, so it's like in your face, it's loud. It's I mean, it's sometimes Aries, I don't know, we smack people. It's like a smack in the face, definitely, definitely type of energy. But what I will say about this is implementation. Like we've went through this whole awakening process, and it's like we're tapping into these collective energies, and when the shit hits the fan, it's like we're handling ourselves, right? That is pretty interesting. The 11s. All right, let's start with Taurus, and let's do 3703. Taurus, this is going to be for the week of April 14th through April 20th. And I am starting with the Black Moon Astrology Oracle. The astrology will be pretty strong this week. We do have that conjunction in Taurus, and it is a rare conjunction. It only happens in your sign at one. I mean, in your sign, it only happens conjunct at once every 12 years. But it is happening in your sign, and so your finances could definitely be affected. Uranus is the sign of shock, awe, surprise, the man behind the curtain type of energy. And then Jupiter is, of course, good luck, good fortune, abundance. But with the two coming together, it's definitely like what you deserve at this time type of energy, how much work you've put in, how much you've been doing, how much you've been building. And ready? Here it is. How much you've been protecting what you've built. Jupiter also rules Sagittarius, Taurus. Happen to be dealing with a Sagittarius that somehow affects your money. All right, look at this. Oh, Spirit loves me. Sagittarius, I see, and I'm just going to slide it up a little bit so you can see it. 32, the 8th house, endings slash beginnings. Endings slash beginning. Look at this, solar eclipse, revolution. I mean, we could keep going, right, Taurus? Is that Miss L? Miss L, I love you. I used your cards earlier. All right. Taurus, let's do Sacred Traveler. Sagittarius, that Jupiter conjunction with Uranus, it's very possible. Okay, I think you definitely are dealing with Sagittarius. And if you're not, then Taurus, go look on your chart. Where is Sagittarius for you? What house does that rule? What does that go? How does that impact your life, right? What area of your life? And this message could definitely, relate to that situation. But I feel like for some of you Tauruses, you're dealing with a Sagittarius, and it does have something to do with your finances. It has something to do with being able to see someone clearly for who they are, or are you ready? For what they want. For what they want. First light, beginning a new cycle, comes out in reverse. That's going to be your lesson learned. In other words, don't repeat a cycle, for Pete's sake. I threw that one clear across the room. Okay, so we have begin now, take your first step is in your challenge or obstacle. We have first light, beginning a new cycle is in lesson learned, but I'm keeping it in reverse. Ascending the mountain, keep going forward is going to be your outcome. Super freaking easy. Ready? Taurus, you started a new path, a new journey. As you start down this journey, guess who shows up? Oh, that one person, right? And now you're trying to figure out, do I start this cycle again with them after I've broken out, after I've already started climbing my mountain and doing my own work? Like, heck no, Taurus. No, you don't. I know. I said what I said. All right. Let's use Modern Witches Tarot again today. I just seen the Justice card, Libra energy. I was talking about that energy in the collective. And I also seen the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is going to be that anxiety energy, depression. I feel like you dealt with someone that caused you some, I don't know, maybe they caused your awakening, Taurus. But whatever it is, it's like you've implemented, you started your spiritual path. And it's like every time you get to a certain level, Taurus, here comes this energy right back around. Look at that. The everything is fine card flips out. So I'm using the Modern Witches Tarot. Most likely this is why we had to use this specific deck. But it's got two cards that look exactly the same. The Everything is Fine card and the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is a completion to a painful life cycle. Well, you can't bring something to a completion. You can't stop this cycle if you keep repeating the cycle over and over, right? But you see it this time, Taurus. All right, thank goodness, have mercy. All right, so the everything is fine, ignoring something, not paying attention to something, pretending like all those swords in your back are not extremely painful, right? Six of Wands is about noticing something. So here's where the change comes in. Thank goodness. So it's like you finally see something. And I mean, it literally says Sagittarius, I see. So it's like you finally see something, you finally notice something for what it is. And now you're able to take that leap of faith, go on your path, start something new, right? Begin now, take your first step. It's like you've been trying to do this. You've been trying to do this. And you know what? I get, okay. So I know some Tauruses, right? There's several of you. There's some of you in here right now. And I don't know like your personal, everybody's personal, whatever, but some of you I do, right? And it's like, I know that every time you start on your path and you start getting better and you start getting more confident in yourself and you start aligning with your soul's journey and where spirit wants you to be, there's that one person that just keeps returning, keeps returning, keeps returning. I know this so much in my own personal life that I went to look up an old Taurus video earlier today. And it was called, literally, I called the video. It was one of the last ones that I clicked, and it was called the person, the one that returns every time you find happiness. Like, that's what I named the video. Um, yeah, right. Begin now. Take your first step. You have the High Priestess getting control over your emotions. See how her boot is on that moon? Knight of Cups over this person that just, carries their cup of love around to anyone who will fill it. And that means, Taurus, that if they come across someone that has more to fill their cup with, they'll just leave you right where they found you and go to that next person. You already know this. King of Swords is here. It says you already know this. First light, begin a new cycle. In reverse says don't begin the cycle. Page of Swords says someone's watching. I don't care. The Chariot is Cancer energy. It says follow the rules. Two of Wands says make an important decision. Make an important decision. And you may actually have to go somewhere. Like, maybe if you don't actually like get up and make a change and go somewhere else, take a new direction in life, then yeah, it's like you're leaving the door open for this person to just keep coming around and around and around and around. All right, ascending the mountain, keep going forward. You got Four of Cups. This is my favorite card in the Modern Witches Tarot. Do you see her sweater? Can you read it? It says, I'm over it. I swear to you, that's what it says. You can't make this shit up, y'all. It literally says, I'm over it. Ascending the mountain says, keep going forward. Don't let this person stop you or slow you down. Keep going after your goals, what it is that you're trying to achieve. And Nine of Swords is here. Have mercy. Nine of Swords is processing trauma. That's what you've been doing. Nine of Pentacles is on the bottom. This is your independence. This is where you're at now. Don't allow something from your past, something that caused you some emotional like spillage, to come in and mess up the foundation that you built, Taurus. The Servant Queen, it says you are worthy of beautiful things, divine, magnetic, and valuable. Taurus is my 11th house. Your 11th house is community, friends. Sweet Oblivion is the next card. Uncertainty, fate, and humor. It's okay. I don't know what I'm doing either. And the Red Rose comes out. Overcoming obstacles, finding joy, carefree. It says, don't worry, darling. You'll find your way. I feel like you were trying. You were starting. You were on the way. All right, let's do Moonology Oracle to close it out. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. The end of a tough cycle approaches. It's full moon in Capricorn. Believe in the impossible. It's the blue moon. And conclusions are within reach. It's full moon eclipse. All right, Taurus, I'm going to leave it right there. Hope that reading was helpful. If it is, guys, tap that like button for me. All right, Virgo, 5005. Virgo, this is going to be for April 14th through April 20th. I don't know, guys. I feel like since the water signs yesterday and now we just did Taurus, I'm definitely getting this energy like I'm just out here giving out the spankings. I feel somewhat frustrating. All right, Virgo, here we go. April 14th through the 20th, we have Part of Fortune, Increase. We have Grand Cross, Provoker. I'm not really getting any provoking energy, Virgo. It's going to be that fuel and fire situation. It's like you want some sort of increase in your life, whether it's love, money, some sort of abundance. And it's like the provoker card is almost like your whatever is the fire around you, like it's fueling your fire, right? Like whatever is trying to stress you, it's like you're not allowing it to, you're using it to fuel the fire so that you can go after what it is that you want. On the bottom is 7th house relationships. That could be what it is that you want. We're going to use the Sacred Traveler next. We're going to look at the challenge or obstacle. The numbers are sticking out, Virgo, 45 and 47. All right, you have stepping into your power. You are strong beyond measure. I do feel like something is trying to come against you. See how he looks like he's having to push against the wind? It's almost like if he's having a hard time holding on to the light. I do see the shadow of the person behind him. Like he's trying to move on from something or someone. Joy and delight. Open your heart to joy is going to be lesson learned. It's kind of something to do with angels, children, innocence, protection. I think it's protection. It's going to be protection. Reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly. Remember I said I felt like his light, like the wind is blowing. It's like he's having a hard time holding his light. And we saw the joy and delight card. When I made this spread, this card is supposed to help you with this card. I definitely feel like it's angels, protection. You can just kind of tell the vibe on the card there. And then we got confirmation, Virgo, when we got the outcome. Reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly. So it's like you didn't drop the light. On the bottom, grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. I think things got dark, Virgo, for a minute. But it's like, it's almost like that darkness was so much that it was enough for you to push. It was enough for you to stay in the light. All right, let's look at it. Heart of Fortune, Increase, and Grand Cross, Provoker. It's like someone did something to you, Virgo, that made you focus on finances or abundance. It's like whatever it is, it made you focus on being able to build your own foundation so you didn't have to rely on this person anymore. like by the end of this week too, it's like you realize you're much stronger than you thought you were, because you definitely make it to something. Reaching your destination is a big card in this oracle set. All right, so 5 of Cups is here, great loss. Ace of Pentacles is here, new beginnings. The Strength card is here. That's going to be Leo energy. It's definitely going to be like internal strength, having to really dig deep to get through something. Big confirmations, you're fighting for that abundance. You're fighting for that new beginning. You could be fighting for your own freedom. Could even be financial freedom. Stepping into power, you're strong beyond measure. I think you question how strong you are, Virgo. I definitely can tell, like I feel like you're tired. You've been pushing for a long time. There's the Death card coming out, Scorpio energy, death, transformation. What's sticking out to me with this Death card, and you see it in a lot of the cards, a lot of the tarot cards when it comes to the Death card, is where the horse is trampling over something or someone. The Tower card, shock, surprise, and the 8 of Swords, self-restriction. It's almost like you're allowing someone to step on you, Virgo. But something happens this week where either you don't allow it anymore. I just heard thunder. So, I mean, either you don't allow it anymore or Spirit doesn't allow it anymore. The Death card is a major arcana. The Tower card is another major arcana. The 8 of Swords, that's you. So we are the minor arcanas, right? We are the 8 of Swords. We're the ones that tell ourselves that we can't do something, that we're stuck here, that we're restricted, that we can't escape. But look, those swords are never fully enclosing her. The binds are always loose. She could just wiggle and walk out. It's like this energy where you feel stuck, but Spirit's like, here, if you don't know how to remove the blockage so that you can reach this destination, let me remove it for you. Big major arcanas for Virgo. The Strength card, Leo energy, Death card, Scorpio, and then we have the Tower. The Tower is Mars. It's going to be Scorpio or Aries, really. I think it's the Aries. I think it's the eclipse. I think the eclipse showed you that you weren't as stuck as you thought you were. Or you were stronger than you thought you were. Or Spirit had your back more than you believed. That's what it is, right, Virgo? Spirit had your back more than you knew. All right, let's look at joy and delight. Queen of Cups, that's why Spirit had your back. So Queen of Cups is unconditional love, but Queen of Cups is also that energy of taking care of yourself. It's that energy of self-care, nurturing, healing. So it's like that's what you've done. Temperance, big confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Temperance is the healing card. It's also Sagittarius energy. And King of Wands, look at that. Spirit is telling you, Virgo, be confident in what you've done. Be confident in the healing work that you've done. Be confident in the choice that you made to replenish your own cup. Reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly. So here's something you should know, Virgo. This person is still watching. This person is still back here. This person that caused you all this pain and all this sorrow and all of this crap that comes with this 5 of Cups energy here, the person that provoked you to go after building your own foundation so that you could be independent, so that you could break free from this, is actually watching you reach your destination so that they can learn how to do it. Y'all, Virgo, my North Node is in Virgo. And I can definitely confirm. Four of Swords, more healing, blessing in disguise. King of Cups, that could be who you're helping, who you're showing. King of Cups is my clue card for Divine Masculine. King of Cups, counselor, mentor, therapist, coach, someone who has, someone who's reliable, responsible, dependable, someone who's emotionally content, someone who is balanced in their emotions. So I'm just saying that's going to be a divine masculine. That's why it's my clue card for divine masculine. If you're looking at a wounded masculine, take all those energies I just gave you and reverse them, right? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces with that King of Cups. There's definitely a lot of fire energy here, and there's a lot of Scorpio energy here. Page of Wands is here. This is someone who is on the very beginning of their spiritual awakening path. You have definitely begun your healing process, and you're helping someone else begin their spiritual journey. I love how she's holding her head. Look at the picture. And then there's that Nine of Pentacles again on the bottom. All right, Virgo. So you've got Scorpio coming out, Aries, Scorpio again, Sagittarius. The Scorpio is strong in the Virgo reading. The Alchemist again, empowerment, pain, and sorceress, goddess of the sea, abundance, purification, and ego. This one says, it's time to come home. Oh, I never noticed that boat before. Look at the little boat down there. Almost like being guided, right? Like the Six of Swords. Last one for Virgo, your energy is valuable. Protect it well. Wow. Big confirmations. The protector, strength, boundaries, and amulet is here. Again, if that's a wounded masculine, take all those energies and reverse it. Acceptance is on the bottom. It says you can let go now. Surrender to what is. Letting go, water, non-resistant. All right, Virgo, let's close it out with the Moonology Oracle. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions, definitely in your feelings, not sure what to do. Tired. It's so worth it, right? Your commitment is being tested, definitely. Be bold and make the first move. It's the cardinal moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. It's the mutable moon. And on the bottom, a personal issue reaches a resolution. I also see confidence is your key to success. All right, Virgo, I'm going to leave it right there. Hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, tap that like button for me. All right, we're down to Capricorn. Guys, don't forget, tomorrow night we do the air signs. So far, I feel like the schedule has been okay. Haven't been too terrible. I was actually off today. I was just late because, you know. But we did have the eclipse season at work, so that was challenging for my first week back. But I definitely feel like things should slow down at least for another month. May is really when the season is going to kick off. And I mean, very possible that we'll have some schedule changes then, but I do not anticipate any in the near future. Renee, Vanessa, hello. All right, so who's the Capricorns? Capricorn rules my 7th house. Relationships. Vanessa says me. Yes. Thank you, Miss L. All right, here we go. Ooh, I flipped over a grand trine. Blessings. I want to go check something just really quickly. I forgot to save the comments. I remembered yesterday on the water signs. I wish it would let you change it like after you already started, but it doesn't. All right, I'm ready. Here we go, Capricorn. 107.11. Oh, the sevens. All right, 107.11 for Capricorn for the week of April 14th through April 20th. Okay, so I definitely feel like I've been trying to cough the entire time. So the entire earth sign reading. So it's definitely this feeling like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, speaking truth, getting the things out, saying what needs to be said. It's not easy. I'm going to use the Black Moon Astrology Oracle. Energy of the week, we have the Taurus I have, lunar eclipse change. Lunar eclipse was just last month. It was in Libra. It was about relationships. Capricorn, something in your relationships have changed. Something you have or no longer have has changed. On the bottom, you do have Jupiter return benefits. Pretty interesting. All right, Sacred Traveler, I'm going to look at challenge or obstacle. Wise Leader, you're a beacon for others, is in your challenges or obstacles, Capricorn. Grace and Gratitude, through gratitude, joy expands is also here. So it's like something about being a leader or being a beacon for others is challenging for you at this time. Maybe because of the change in relationship or status. Look, it comes back out. You guys see that? View from above. I'm just going to take it. Voyage of the heart is here. Love flows through you and to you. I feel like you're trying to close something off or you're trying to regain something. View from above, get the big picture. Says that something happened for a reason. And you're not seeing the point or you're not seeing the reason. Most likely there's a separation. There's something, eclipse is a released full moon, right? It's very possible that you release something around that Libra full moon. I'm definitely getting like a pair here, and now it's individual. There's only one person, it's individual. So it's like there was a pair, and now you're having to do something on your own. You're having to show others you can do something on your own, but you're not happy about it. Not happy about it at all. Nine of Wands is coming out. It's a little bit of stubborn energy. Again, this is view from above. Get the big picture. This card says, the meaning of this card says that you need to see something from a different perspective. Something happened here in a relationship. I just got done talking about how Capricorn is my 7th house and rules relationships in my life. So Capricorn, something happened in your relationships where either you were stubborn or you couldn't see something from a different perspective, or the person you were with was stubborn and they couldn't see something from a different perspective. And I mean, it's a fire sign, Wands. You could have been dealing with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. 8 of Swords is here. 8 of Swords, self-restriction, telling yourself you can't do something. Knight of Cups is here. Knight of Cups is about delivering a message of love, because it's cups, how you feel about something. It's also possible that you felt restricted because the person saw you in Knight of Cups energy. In other words, they saw you as this player energy, or they saw you as someone who took your cup of love around. Maybe they saw you as someone who didn't know how to fill your cup. It would be different if that 8 of Swords wasn't next to that Knight of Cups. Wise leader, you're a beacon for others. This is you needing to step up to the plate. King of Pentacles, that's you, the Pentacles. Dependable, reliable, consistent. I heard the word consistent. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is reckless. Justice is here. Justice says there's been a great injustice done, and you could be fighting to balance the scales. Knight of Wands can be reckless, but it could also be courage. It's almost like you're not denying that you are the beacon for others. You're denying whether you have the ability to take on that responsibility. Grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. This is going to be something that you're learning right now. I feel like for all the other signs, we still have the air signs tomorrow, but for all the other signs, this placement was something they had already learned. There's something about being grateful for what you have so that when something leaves, you don't feel like you're not whole, or you don't feel like you don't have all the things you need. That could be the big picture also. It's like the whole point of this reading that I'm getting is that you need to do something on your own, Capricorn. And this happened so that you could. It's almost like this happened so you could have this opportunity. Justice is Libra energy. Libra is normally the normal ruler of the 7th house relationships. King of Cups, again, clue card for divine masculine, counselor, mentor, therapist, coach. The Lovers comes out. This is my clue card for the twin flame journey. It's also the card that says you have to choose every single day, Capricorn. Every single day you have to choose to love and heal yourself so that you can step up into this King of Cups role, so that you can be in control of your emotions. So you can be in control of your emotions when these things happen. It doesn't affect your daily life. It doesn't affect how you go forward in life, right? Everything is fine card comes out. It's about ignoring something, not paying attention to something. I think you see it though. Get the big picture. It's like you finally see. There's no more room for the swords. Everything is fine. It's just like the Ten of Swords. And Ten of Swords is where all those swords are in their back and there's no more room. You can't take any more. It's like you finally realize something. View from above, get the big picture. The Wheel of Fortune comes out, Jupiter energy. You do have that Jupiter and Uranus conjunction happening in the sign of Taurus this week on the 20th. So I'm getting this energy like it's time. It's time for something. I'm not repeating that. Okay. It is time for you, Capricorn, to pay your dues, balance your karma, and release any energies that are not serving your greater good. King of Swords, speaking truth, authenticity, Knight of Pentacles, getting to work. On the bottom, Two of Pentacles. Something about being pulled in two different directions. Someone wants you here, someone wants you there. You're going to have to choose to do the work for yourself, Capricorn. Gemini comes out with the Lovers. Sagittarius, Wheel of Fortune. Libra, Justice. We've seen the Everything is Fine card twice tonight. We also seen it with Taurus. All right, guidance, Magical Spirit Oracle. The Sun, look at that. Diana, number 11. Be patient, it will come. The Sun, manifestation, power. Energy, power, or depletion. The depletion is definitely sticking out to me here. It's number 44. We have 1144. Here's something else you should know, Capricorn. I'm going to be 44 years old on the 17th. I know, right? The synchronicities. It says, call your energy back to you. Capricorn, this is really important. Practice it with me. Ready? I call my power back to me. I am whole and complete. I call my power back to me. I am whole and complete. I call all my power back to me. I am whole and complete. I call all my power back to me. I am whole and complete. And you just say it as many times as you need to until you believe it. Magic mushroom is here. Number 15. Stay open to the good and beautiful things. Miracles, fairy energy, and opening up. On the bottom, breaking into bloom, time, liberation, and understanding. It's number 29. It says sometimes you will break before you bloom. That's what's happening, Capricorn. Get ready to bloom. All right, Moonology Oracle to close it out for Capricorn. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions, definitely in your headspace. You can see all the sword energy, no cups. I say that. Surrender to the divine. It's the full moon. I thought it was that emotional card. Surrender to the divine, Capricorn, full moon. The energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. It's true. You can't ignore it anymore. I told you when that Libra lunar eclipse was here, when the solar eclipse came, it was going to close out whatever started with this lunar eclipse. The solar eclipse, it was 2 days ago. It's closed out. The energy is gaining momentum. You are feeling the push now to go do the work that you need to be doing at this time. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon and Cancer. This card comes out to me whenever it's family members that are involved and we feel like Rose is telling you that you need to abandon your family members. No, Rose is never telling you that, but you do need to have healthy boundaries in a family situation. Don't let your past hold you back. It's the South Node. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, tap that like button for me. That's it, guys. That's going to be your earth signs. Again, I hope they were helpful. I'm going to clean up, and I think that's it. I'm going to wrap it up. I'll be back tomorrow night. We have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I appreciate all of you guys coming in and hanging out with me. Miss L, Diana, Michelle, everyone that came in. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, I'll see you guys then. All right, guys. I'm always, always, always sending you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.